Good afternoon, everybody, from a very sunny and warm Crete. Mavros and Marks are playing, as usual. King's having a sleep, as is Max on top of the kennel. And Luke moo. Luke wants to know what's going on, don't you? My rat are down there. So once again we are working on the fencing. The carrozzi here has been absolutely vital. We've got some big rocks. If nothing else, I'm useful for shifting rocks. So those are going to be lining the inside and some of the outside of the pens, depending which pen we're talking about. We've got some water barrels here to fill. And here we have our new buckets ready to go into the pens. We've put a bucket into Luke's pen and they're very happy with that. It's got much more capacity. This is the old one that we've replaced. They had two, but they broke the other one because they tend to play with them and pull them about. The plastic ones aren't much use. So this is a new one, the big capacity one. We've got two different sizes. The big one's here for the big dogs, and then a mixture depending what size dogs we've got in the pen, whether they get a big one or a small one or a combination like in Diaz's pen of more than one. Diaz is out and he was a thief yesterday. I was preparing the salami to put the medication into it and turned my back for a moment, and this man here stole the salami. Eh? Cleft das salami, Diaz? Yeah, butter wouldn't melt. But there we go. Today we've got some medication as well. It's worm medication, Pharmacosculicia Cimera. So the dogs are getting a piece of salami and, depending on the size of them, a worm pill or two. That's today's job. There's always something. So we need to work through the pens and make sure that everybody gets one. Dukas Bull is watching what's going on. Dukas Bull has been arguing with Dia. Dia, of course, didn't retaliate or bother in any way, but Dukas Bull wanted to say hello in the not-so-friendly way, didn't you, mate? Hey? And here's George working on the fencing. And we have our little Whiskey, who's moved to the puppy pen. Hey, Whiskey? Yeah. He's quite happy there. He's got his sister in with him. And here's Dukas. We've actually had a bit of a swap around. The puppy pen was Astro's pen, but we decided to, well, George decided to move Astro and that the puppies would be better in that one. So, hey Dukas, what have you got to say for yourself? Anything? No, he just wants a bit of love, don't you? And our three siblings are doing very well here. Hey, say hello, Dark. There's a good boy. Dark and Stella. Nori's still little. Oh, she's coming. I gave Nori some salami yesterday that was left over from the leash tablets. So we put salami in the leash tablets, and then if there's a little bit left, everybody, depending whose turn it is, gets a treat. So Astro's pen has moved. He's now got this one. He's been out for a run as well today, but he was annoying everybody, so he's had to go back in. It's obviously one of those moods. So this is the end pen we've been working on. And this one's been hard work. However, I think we're nearly there with it now. We just need to finish the front of it. So we've lined both sides with stones. That stops the dogs from digging. And then at the back here, it's got some really big boulders, so they can't get out over the back. See where I've chucked one or two over as well. There's quite a bit of brush here, but to be honest, it doesn't take the dogs very long to clear it. Knock it all down, and then on this side, because the banking slips away and sort of It probably doesn't really show it so well on the video, but there's quite a steep drop there. So we've lined the inside here. I just need a couple more larger ones. I wasn't happy with the size that we had left, so I've gone and fetched some bigger ones through, which are now in the wheelbarrow. And then we're going to trim the bottom of the olive tree because it's branching out at the bottom, just to give them a little bit more room and shade underneath the olive tree. And then we'll be ready to put a kennel in here, and I don't know who George wants to put in here. We'd sort of discussed Zico as being one possible. He's not particularly a social dog, but we're hoping we might be able to put him in with a couple of females, and that might suit him very nicely. He's certainly very friendly to people, but he might not be that keen on living with other male dogs. So, hello Astro, you wanting to say hello? So it's been a beautiful day today in Crete. They're still harvesting the olives, working away. The water's largely dried up from yesterday's storm. You wouldn't think today that we had a storm yesterday. This is a nice pen, isn't it, Astro? Hey? You've got the 3 black ones as neighbours, which doesn't seem to bother him. He's not been too bad. So a few of them like sitting on the top of the kennel. And that one I think is Stella. I think no, it's not, is it? Let's have a look. I can't tell you girls apart. No, you must be Stella. You're too confident. That's Nori then on top of the kennel. There she goes. In fact, it is Nori because that's not one of George's collars. Are you happy, Stella, back with your siblings? You're a good girl, aren't you? Right. There's little Whiskey with George. Whiskey does love attention. So today's a pleasant day. It's a nice day for working, and it's time to line some more pens. So that's today's live update. Lining pens, worm medication. Somebody's got to do it. And DS out and about. Again, he's always a good boy, aren't you, DS? You want me to give your belly a tickle? Hey? Oh, look at you. He's such a sweetheart. Never causes any bother with any of the other dogs, do you, dear? Good boy. Okie doke. So I hope everybody has a lovely day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. The dogs here are having a very nice day. Nice and relaxed. Playing a little bit, but largely just relaxing in the warm sun.